Hi everyone, this is the Legendary R back again with more, because I'm going to be doing another Beyblade X unboxing. And I guess one thing before I start is that happy holidays and happy new year for everyone that had their new year. I'm just going to be starting off with this unboxing because this is actually when I did get this, it was Christmas, and after Christmas I got sick, and then I also missed the New Year. But last year for the Chinese New Year, like the Chinese Zodiac, was Year of the Dragon, so might as well start off with this one. And then there's also, like, this year is the Year of the Snake, so I'm not sure what I'll do next. But yeah, we're starting off with the BX00 Cobalt Dragoon 260C or 260 Cyclone. This is a less than Beyblade, it is a B4 limited Beyblade, and as you can see, ages 6 and up in Takara Tomy. So for this Beyblade, I actually won't be battling with it. I will be using my original Cobalt Dragoon right here to battle with instead of this, because I don't want to scratch up the paint. But the way that you actually obtain this is if you actually you go to a B4 limited store, or you actually have to, I think you had to go and get this at a certain place. Like, I think you actually had to get in line in some place, and then you're able to buy one per person or something like that. But yeah, somehow I was able to get it. But either way, I'm happy with this, and this is basically the same exact thing as the original Cobalt Dragoon that I unboxed a few months ago. So if you've seen the unboxing, you kind of seen this one, but this one will be different, so let's get into the unboxing. Before we get started, I want to say, if you want to support this channel and get Beyblades for yourself, please go to some of the links in the description. Some of the links lead you to Beyblade sites like Mall of Toys and Bays and Bricks, and for all those links, they're actually meant to kind of support the community, and you can also support the channel in the process whenever you buy from those sites. So if you want to support me in a financial way, you can use my coupon code or click the links in the description. The coupon code is called the Legendary R. 5% off on Mall of Toys, 7% off on Bays and Bricks, and 10% off on bulk dominoes. So if you want any of those things, then feel free to go to the links in the description, or just basically use those coupon codes at checkout for those discounts. And if you want to support me in a non-financial way, you can like, comment, share, subscribe. All things help a lot. So thank you, I appreciate it. And my goal, my new subscriber goal, since we reached 3,000 subscribers recently, thank you so much for that. I'm on to my next goal, which is 4,000 subscribers. So let's get to it. And now, let's continue the video. Okay, so I'm back, and I just looked through this, and I don't think there's a startup guide like one of those Start Dash guides. So yeah, there's no Start Dash guide here, so there's nothing to look at here. And because this is the Asia regions for, basically this is the Asia version of this Beyblade instead of the Japanese version. So yeah, this little caution thing that kind of just tell you the rules, so that way you don't hurt yourself or get anyone else hurt. But by the way, if you want this Beyblade, I think it's on Mall of Toys, but I'm not even sure because I haven't because as you may have known, I've been, like I was saying earlier, I've been sick, so I don't really know what isn't there too much, so I haven't been able to check the sites. But yeah, here is the launcher. The launcher is a Lush String launcher. The very first Lush String launcher was this blue one, which I know I have it to this to the Noozle 3D thing, but the whole thing is that the first one, this blue one, this is known to break. This is known to break and stop working after a while. So if you're really lucky, like how I have been, and just for me, I've been barely using it too, but if you're really lucky, then yours will work for a while. But after the first ones were made, they basically didn't, I think they kind of like silently made a new batch that might have been more durable, but it's really a gamble on if you're able to ever get any at all, since on all toys they're actually like all Cobalt Dragoons are kind of sold out or something, from what I remember. But here is the screen launcher. It's the same as the blue one, except this time it's recolored to be black and red, which I like it. It kind of reminds me of Yu-Gi-Oh. So if you know Yu-Gi-Oh, then you have Blue Eyes White Dragon, then Red Eyes Black Dragon. Yeah, you basically get that little Yu-Gi-Oh reference if you care about that. It's just kind of funny. I just want to point that out. And now let's get into the parts. First off, let's start off with the blade. The blade is Cobalt Dragoon. Here's Cobalt Dragoon compared to the original one. I don't know. I like the black one more. Like the Black Dragon, like the black version of Cobalt Dragoon is amazing. By the way, they call this the metal coat black version of Dragoon. So keep that in mind. Metal coat black because there's black metal on it. I mean black paint on it. But it looks really nice. I love it. I'm kind of sad that Hasbro won't ever. I don't think Hasbro will ever do this, but I like it. It reminds me of the Ronin Dragoon from Hasbro. If you saw that from Shogun Steel. So this is kind of like a little bit of a reference in that sense. I also like how there's a gold gear chip in the middle. It just looks way more appealing than the blue one. Here is 260. 260 is just horrible. Like competitive wise, it's horrible. I forgot to talk about Cobalt Dragoon, but Cobalt Dragoon is actually really good competitively. It's able to do some weird things, but it's actually really effective whenever you know how to make Cobalt Dragoon work. So I say if you're going for this, if you're going to buy this Beyblade and use it for competitive, I say don't mess with 260. 260 isn't worth it. But the color scheme is interesting for this though, like a translucent black and then a solid red. Really interesting. But yeah, don't mess with 260, it's not worth it. And then Dragoon itself is worth it. You just have to know what you're doing, kind of practice with it. Possibly don't practice with the black one, of course. Maybe get a regular color one and practice with it. Then here's the bit. The bit is called Cyclone. Cyclone is actually I think this is actually a really good bit, but I haven't gotten a chance to use it myself. So I mean, I did use it in battle videos for the stock combo, but I haven't used it in terms of just testing out the parts directly, like by themselves. I think I will have a Cyclone, like a Cyclone duplicate soon, so I'm looking forward to trying it out for my combinations. But other than that, it's pretty okay. It's really interesting that they have it in black, and then the translucent stem right there. I like the translucent stem. It really makes me feel like I have something special, even though you don't actually get to see it when it's spinning. And now let's put the Beyblade together. I know I kind of sped through this a little bit, but there's not really much to say, because this is just a special version of a Beyblade that we already have. But here is the black version of Cobalt Dragoon. Really, really amazing. I love the colors on it. It looks so nice. Yeah, I think you can see why I rather just use the regular color one, because I don't want to mess up this one. Especially since Hasbro's got announced, like the Hasbro version of Cobalt Dragoon got announced, so yeah, I might need to get one of those, but as you can tell, it's interesting. It's kind of like a color flip a little bit, but at the same time they add the black, so it's really unique. Either way, let's do some test spins and test battles. Okay, so even though I love this Beyblade and I kind of don't want to do a test spin, kind of have to a few times so I could for the video like to have a transition. So let's see if I can do this. 3, 2, 1, go shoot. Okay, Okay, there you go. Cobalt Dragoon. It looks really nice. I actually launched light because with Cyclone and bits like those, they actually can get messed up a little bit if you tilt launch it. So yeah, be careful with your Cyclone. I mean, if you want it to be perfect condition. For the test battles, we have Cobalt Dragoon going against Night Mail, which is the last unboxing I did of 2024. Well, the last one I recorded in 2024. And then we have Bear Scratch. And then Keel Shark. So I mean Savage Bear. But yeah, it's going to be these three Beyblades against Cobalt Dragoon. So this will be special. 3, 2, 1, go shoot! Oh! Yeah, I did say it would be special. That was a weird burst finish. Cobalt Dragoon takes that round with the burst finish. 3, 2, 1, go shoot! Okay. Let's see if this battle will have a different outcome. Oh, and it kind of does. Night Mail takes that round with the spin finish. Okay. Next battle is with Savage Bear. 3, 2, 1, go shoot! I have to redo that. 3, 2, 1, go shoot! Whoa. It is interesting that Savage Bear is doing so good, though. Savage Bear actually has some potential. Okay, Savage Bear takes that round with the spin finish. Okay, final battle is Cobalt Dragoon versus Keel Shark. 3, 2, 1, go shoot! And yeah, that was fast, but there you go. Cobalt Dragoon takes that round with an extreme finish. So what do I think of Cobalt Dragoon, or the Melco Black version of Cobalt Dragoon? I feel like if you're able to get this, then you should definitely get it. But this is more of a collector's item than anything else. The worst part is that the paint chips, and when the paint chips, it looks ugly. Or if you really like the way that it chips, then it might look a little bit cool to you, but it really depends on the person. I personally would just buy it and then keep it as a collector's item, so that way I don't mess up the paint and I don't mess it up in any way, because I'd rather have it look perfect like this. But that's just my opinion. If you want to add your own opinion, then feel free to do so in the comments. I actually forgot to do this part of the video, so I'll do it here. So, who do I recommend Cobalt Dragoon for? I recommend it for collectors, because if you're able to get this Beyblade, then I feel like you'll actually enjoy it a lot for your collection, especially since it's really special, and over time it'll be more rare and more expensive than it already is. And then for people that are playing competitively, I kind of recommend it a little bit, but at the same time I mainly don't recommend it. Cobalt Dragoon as a part, like the blade itself, is actually pretty good, but the rest of the parts are pretty bad, so I don't really recommend it in that sense. Also, we're going to be getting a winder, like a less spin winder in the future. So if we do that, if we do end up getting a less spin winder, then I don't know. I feel like this just kind of drops down in value a little bit more. Only because a lot of people just love the winders. But if you're a string launcher fan like I am, then this might still be worth it. In terms of for fun, I feel like this set can be for fun. Like if you buy this, it can be for fun. But the only problem is that this is a special version of a Beyblade that is easily available. if you spend your money and then battle with the special version, you're spending more money. You're basically just wasting more money because I could have just bought this blue one and then save some money and then beat this up and then basically buy another one for the same price of basically just buying one of this black version of Cobalt Dragoon. So that's how I see it. And I don't really know where I'll put this in the video, but that's just my final thoughts and everything in my normal style. I hope this helps. So, like if you want, share if you want, and subscribe to become a legend in the making. See you next time, bye, and we are proven to be legendary. Stay legendary. I just realized that Bays and Bricks also might have this, so check on Bays and Bricks. Like I always mention at every video. Check out Model Toys and Bays and Bricks. They most likely have these. Either way, bye.